checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. This person here says, I wanted to point out a few small factors regarding the decline in booking quality in AEW. Something I think has gone overlooked. The lack of dark and elevation has completely handicapped the mid-card, and it's why the rankings don't work well enough. You used to have dark and elevation to pad out the stats for guys who needed wins. Now, that type of predictable soft squash doesn't have enough of a home on TV because you have limited network time that could be better spent. Listen.
They don't need that.
They don't need rankings. Okay?
You need to make people believe in the people wrestling the matches, and the rankings you hang on them can be an accessory later. You need people to believe in these people. You need stories to make people believe in. That's what you need. That's what you need out of your booking. That's booking.
You know what I think? I don't have enough time to discuss this here. I should have started at the beginning of the show with this. But there's two things that I think are a big problem in AEW right now, and I'll just throw them out there, and you guys can think about them on your own. One, and I will say this until it happens, they need a soft brand split. They need to take that roster, they need to split it, like, legitimately in half. Like, if you got a Jon Moxley on one show, you've got to have whoever's equivalent to Jon Moxley. Will Ospreay, he needs to be on the other show. And you just split it exactly down the middle, and one roster is going to be your Collision roster, and one roster is going to be your Dynamite roster. And if you want to see Ospreay, you got to watch Collision. And everybody's going to have more opportunities when you have half a roster in one place, half a roster in the other. Okay?
They tried that.
Hold on. The other thing, we don't have time to discuss it.
Okay.
The other thing is, and this is a big one, there are too many separate universes in AEW right now.
That's a fact.
And nothing is coherent, okay?
No.
You've got this Jon Moxley world title thing, okay? And Swerve, the Hurt Business, they're all off in their own little thing. Swerve doesn't seem to care one bit about Moxley as champion, doesn't care about the title. He's not involved in any of this stuff. And there's many of these separate universes that don't play into anything else. Whereas you need to have a cohesive, what is the main storyline in the company? Well, if it's Jon Moxley taking over, then in some form or fashion it needs to affect everybody. And not it affects the people involved in that storyline, but everyone else are in their own world. And it's a much bigger thing than we have time to discuss here, but I think that's something that needs to work.
Hey, Continental Classic could be a time you could do that because a bunch of different guys from different factions are in it. Are you going to use it as such? Now would be a good time to do it.
Back in a moment with more Observer Live. Gato's going to call in Fun Friday next week. All right, yeah? You better. You better. He's going to explain why a brand split won't work. Even though we have a brand split right now in WWE, and it is monumentally successful. We have 2 A shows. Everybody knows who's going to be on each show. They're both doing gigantic business. Each has a smaller roster, and more people get utilized. Maybe him and Lenny can call at the same time, and they can try to double team us.
I think.
But yes, please call next week. I will give you as much rope as you need.
To me, the knee-jerk argument is they don't have enough stars to do that. You're diluting, in AEW's case, you're diluting the talent pool. And that you can make an argument for that. But the thing is, if you had more focused shows, you would, in theory, be able to focus on people and build them up more and give them more time and give more opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see what he decides to come up with here. But when it works, it works. And now we have a situation where it works. All of the times in the past where it hadn't, because they weren't doing what they're doing now, that's kind of gone now.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.